Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to go over your college football week 3 AP poll. We're to go over what changed in this AP poll. We had some upsets. We had Arizona State lose. We had Florida lose. Two top 25 teams there got upset. Michigan and Oklahoma faced off over the weekend on Saturday. So let's go over this AP poll here. So the latest AP poll rankings are here, and there were some shakeups following week 2 of this 2025 college football season. As we're really into the season, fully into the season now. There were blowouts, a few upset galore, so it's certainly a great time to be a college football fan. Unless your team lost, of course, as I'm a Kentucky fan. Unfortunately. Hey, at least we can play Eastern Michigan next week. Anyways. Enough jokes, let's get to the AP poll rankings following week 2. We'll start at the top of the rankings, as usual. Work our way to the bottom. Ohio State. They rode to a victory over Grambling State. To the tune of a 70-0 win. That was a nice follow-up to the win over Texas. To be honest, it's Grambling State, but I think Ohio State is the best team right now, regardless, no matter who they play. Julian Saint had 360 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception he threw in the end zone. I don't care that it's Grambling State. I thought he played pretty good in week 1. They opened up the playbook more against Grambling State. And Julian Saint looked pretty good. I think he's going to be damn good regardless. He has great poise. He's had great poise in the pocket. He has great accuracy. Bo Jackson. No. Not that Bo Jackson. He had 9 carries for 108 yards and a score. Jeremiah Smith had 119 yards and 2 touchdowns on just 5 catches. Penn State ranked number 2. They rode to a 34-0 shutout win over FIU. Saturday's Drew Allard, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Keyshawn Allen had 144 yards and a touchdown, while Nick Singleton had 76 yards and a score. Their defense also forced 2 turnovers and allowed 290 yards, but preserved the goose egg on the scoreboard. I don't know what really to make of Penn State yet. I'll wait till they actually play a team with a pulse and worth of shit. They didn't really play good in the first half against FIU, but they rolled in the second half. LSU didn't roll to a win, but the Tigers got one, 23-7 over Louisiana Tech. Garrett Nussmeier threw for 237 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. What was more impressive was LSU's defense, shutting down Louisiana Tech, keeping them to 154 total yards and a pedestrian fourth quarter touchdown. So LSU's now 2-0, staying high up in the AP poll at 3. Wasn't too impressed with their offense, but a win's a win. Their defense looks damn good, though, through 2 weeks. Oregon, they absolutely dominated Oklahoma State 69-3 at home. What was the other coach? Gundy talking about how they make more money or something. I don't know. So showing that the Ducks are not here to mess around this season. Repeats the Big Ten champs. We'll see. Dan Lanning and crew probably want more, but it feels like Dan Lanning, when these coaches talk, he comes out motivating his team. It was 69-3 through the third quarter. They could have scored probably 80. So that 69 final score was the score after just 3 quarters. They could have scored 80, hell, even 90 if they wanted to. Dante Moore had 266 yards and 3 touchdowns. To pull off his second straight high-quality start. Miami, they rolled their way to a 45-3 win over Bethune-Cookman to improve to 2-0 in the season. At this rate, the Hurricanes should rank high in the AP poll all year. Should they beat their tougher opponents when they get to them? They beat Notre Dame. We'll see what they do after that. Carson Beck, 22-24 passing for 267 and 2 touchdowns. Mark Fletcher Jr. added 11 carries for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. Georgia, they beat Austin Peay 28-6 in a lightning delayed field game. The Bulldogs managed a touchdown per quarter, so it wasn't the prettiest game, but it was a win. Gunnar Stockton, he had 227 yards passing, but no touchdowns. Nate Frazier and Chauncey Bones combined for 125 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. But Georgia's offense wasn't exactly great. They had 4 straight plays at the 1, and they couldn't fucking score. They weren't pretty. Their offense is not really good. Has not really looked good. I'm not really impressed with Gunnar Stockton so far. But a win's a win. Texas, they earned a 38-7 win over San Jose State. San Jose State bounced back from a loss to Ohio State in Week 1. Arch Manning played a lot better, totaling 5 total touchdowns. The defense was stout, too, despite an injury scare of Colin Simmons. We'll see if Texas is back on the right track going to Week 3. Sure, Arch Manning had an interception. There was a fumble, but it wasn't really his fault. It was a strip sack. But I thought he looked much better in Week 2. I don't think he was perfect, but he was better. Notre Dame had a week off following a loss to Miami during opening weekend, but giving the Irish 2 weeks to prepare for Texas A&M might be what the doctor ordered. Marcus Freeman and crew still have a very talented team, as evidenced by their ranking in the AP poll, which for them is on to Week 3. Illinois, they smoked Duke on the road in a Big Ten ACC battle coming in. Some thought Duke could continue a special run under Manny Diaz. The Fighting Illini were just too much in the fourth quarter. They threw for 296 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 45-19 win. Illinois outscored Duke 31-6 in the second half after a promising start from the Blue Devils and Darian Mensah, but Illinois pulled away. Was just better on both ends of the football. Florida State, they stunned Alabama and then followed up with a smacking of East Texas A&M. How about to the tune of 77-3? Thomas Castellanos had 237 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air. Even the backups, Kevin Sperry and Brock Glenn, combined for 3 touchdown passes. Others in this poll, South Carolina dropped a spot. I don't know why. But, yeah, they dropped a spot. Clemson dropped 4. They struggled to Troy. First half, they ran 16-0, but they scored the next 27 points. But I'm still not impressed with Clemson. They have a tough game against Georgia Tech in Week 3. I could see them getting upset. I really think they will. Oklahoma jumps at number 13. Really like Oklahoma. John Mateer has looked pretty good the first 2 weeks. Their defense is really good. Really, especially play well in that Saturday game against Michigan. Brent Venables, a very good defensive mind. Definitely his biggest win so far at Oklahoma. Iowa State jumps at number 14. They got that win against Iowa, 16-13. Always a low-scoring game between those two teams. Tennessee jumps up to number 15. They beat East Tennessee State. And they have a big game against Georgia this weekend. Texas jumps up 3 spots to number 16. Ole Miss jumps up 3 spots to number 17. South Florida, welcome to the AP poll. South Florida at number 18. Got the upset win on the road in the swamp. They beat Boise State, top 25 team to start the year, and they beat Florida, a top 15 team, on the road. Impressive, man. They got a big game against Miami, number 18 versus number 5. I'll be recapping that game. It's on the CW network, which is kind of crazy for a ranked game, but I'll be watching it and doing the recap. Number 19, Alabama. They beat, who the fuck they beat? Some team called Louisiana Monroe by like 80, 70, something like that. Utah jumps up number 20. Devin Dampier. Utah's going to be really fun to watch, especially with him at quarterback. They got a lethal offense this year. Texas Tech at 21. I really don't know what to make of Texas Tech. They haven't played anybody with a pulse. They haven't played anybody worth a shit. Once they play somebody worth a shit, maybe I'll care. Indiana 22, who gives a shit? Indiana probably ain't going to be here much longer once they play tougher teams. Michigan drops 23. Same thing with Michigan. They don't have an offense. At least through week 1 they looked good, but they played some team called Fresno State. In week 2 they sucked. Auburn at 24 and Missouri at 25. Missouri with an impressive win against Kansas. Missouri with an impressive win against Kansas. Second half. What's his name? Bo Prabula looked pretty damn good. There was other names in this poll receiving votes like Arizona State, BYU, Georgia Tech, Florida, Southern Cal, TCU, Mississippi State, Louisville, SMU, Nebraska, Tulane, Baylor, UNLV, Pitt, Navy, Memphis, and Vandy. That's your Week 3 college football poll. So, yeah, that's really got to say here for the Week 3 poll. So, leave a like, subscribe for more, and next time out. Peace.